They say when you open your door to a friend, you open your heart. But sometimes, you also open the door to betrayal. My name is Adaora, and I thought I was doing a good deed. I thought I was being a friend. Instead, I almost lost everything. My peace, my safety, and the very roof over my head, to the woman I once called sister. This is my story of how the friend I sheltered tried to steal my home. Life before Chiamaka was quiet, predictable, and safe. I lived in a modest but beautiful 3-bedroom bungalow in a serene estate on the outskirts of Enugu. The walls were painted soft cream, the living room had mahogany shelves I'd saved months to buy, and the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen was my pride. Polished marble counters, neatly arranged spice racks, and a wide window that let in the golden light of the afternoon sun. This house wasn't just shelter. It was my dream, one I had built brick by brick with my own hands and hard-earned money. I bought the land 5 years ago after working tirelessly as a bank officer. For years I scrimped and saved, cutting back on outings, denying myself luxuries. When I finally started construction, I oversaw every detail. I chose the tiles, the paint, even the garden layout. I wanted this house to reflect me, and it did. I guarded it the way a mother guards her only child. I didn't invite many people over, not because I was unfriendly, but because I valued my peace. Weekdays were for work, evenings for prayer, cooking, and quiet. Weekends for tending my hibiscus and roses, or sitting on the veranda with a novel while the evening breeze carried the scent of rain-soaked earth. I thought it would stay that way forever. Until the knock came. It was mid-July, and the rain had been falling all day. The kind of heavy, persistent rain that makes the streets smell like wet dust and the air thick with chill. When I opened the gate, I froze. Chiamaka! She was drenched from head to toe, her clothes clinging to her thin frame, her hair plastered to her cheeks. Her eyes were swollen from crying, and she held a small nylon bag that looked pitifully light. I hadn't seen her in 12 years, not since our secondary school graduation. Chiamaka and I had been inseparable in school. We met in SS1 when I transferred from another school. She was the first to talk to me during break time, sliding her lunch plate toward me and saying, "You look like someone who needs jollof rice right now." We studied together under the mango tree behind the school, swapped novels, and shared secrets. When my father died in SS2, she was the one who sat with me during lunch breaks, saying nothing, just holding my hand. We dreamed of renting an apartment together in the city after school. But life had other plans. I went to university in Nsukka. She didn't. Her parents couldn't afford it. She started work at a tailor's shop. We lost touch. Now, standing in the rain, she wasn't just an old classmate. She was a memory, a reminder of a friendship that once felt unbreakable. "Ada, please, help me," she whispered. I rushed her inside, fetched a towel, and made tea. As we sat in the warm living room, she told me everything. Her parents had died within a year of each other. She had no stable job. She'd been living with a boyfriend in Onitsha, but after a fight about money, he threw her out. She had nowhere to go. "Ada, I just need a place to stay. Until I get back on my feet. I promise I won't be a burden." I hesitated only a moment. "You can stay here for now," I said. Tears filled her eyes as she hugged me. "God bless you, Ada. I'll never forget this. If only I had known." The first month was almost perfect. Chiamaka cooked sometimes, cleaned without me asking, and even bought small groceries with the little she earned from braiding hair for neighbors. We stayed up late talking about old school days, laughing at memories only we shared. I began to think maybe this was a blessing, companionship after years of solitude. But things began to change, slowly at first. It began with the curtains. I came home one evening to find my cream silk curtains replaced with bright red floral ones. "Oh, I thought these would brighten the room," she said cheerfully. A week later, she moved the sofa for better feng shui. Then she reorganized my kitchen entirely. I couldn't find my spice jars for days. They were small changes, but unsettling. Next came the visitors. First it was one or two friends stopping by. Then it became groups of 3 or 4, laughing loudly in my living room, eating food from my fridge, watching my TV. One Friday night, I came home to find my dining table covered in empty beer bottles and takeaway packs. "Chiamaka, this can't continue," I said firmly. She smiled lazily. "Ada, relax. We're family now. Your home is my home." The way she said my home sent a chill down my spine. One afternoon, I came home early and heard her voice on the veranda. "Yes, I've been living here almost a year. She doesn't even have a husband or children. I'm the one taking care of this house. Soon it'll be mine officially." Froze. My heart pounded. When she saw me, she ended the call and smiled. "You're back early." I didn't say a word, but something inside me shifted. Over the next few weeks, I noticed other things. She introduced herself to neighbors as the homeowner. She handled deliveries at the gate and signed receipts in her own name. She even scolded the gate security about estate rules, something only residents were supposed to do. The audacity left me speechless. Then came the day I returned from the market to find 2 men measuring my veranda and fence. "What's going on?" I demanded. "Oh, Ada, they're my friends," she said. "Just helping me check something." "What something?" "House valuation." "Don't worry about it." House valuation. My stomach tightened. That night, I searched my study and found a fake tenancy agreement with my name replaced by hers. When I confronted her the next day, she didn't even try to lie. "You're hardly here," she said coldly. "I run this place. I deserve it more than you. If you try to kick me out, you'll regret it." I knew I had to be smart. I began secretly recording our conversations. I gathered all property documents. I spoke to my lawyer, who advised me to change the locks when she was away and file a police report. 2 weeks later, when she left for the weekend, I acted. Locks changed. Gates secured. Notice placed. When she returned, she screamed, called the police, claimed I was the intruder. But I had the recordings, the fake documents, and the truth. The police escorted her away. She cursed, threatened, tried to shame me, but her voice faded as they drove off. I stood at my gate, heart pounding, realizing how close I had come to losing my home. Sometimes the people you shelter are not escaping the storm. They are the storm. Not everyone who comes to you in tears deserves a place in your home. This is the gracious voice, and this was my story. End.